I'm just going to take a few minutes. I wanted to sort of mark the important time that has come in sort of the coalition's life, uh, that where the Chinese American topics are being advocated to become part of the American educational system. It's extremely important for us to do that. The fact that it's actually happening and the friends in Illinois are taking the leadership role, it's a wonderful opportunity to listen to them. I just have a few comments. I just always have, I shouldn't, I always, wherever I go, and this is not the group that I need to say this to, but wherever I go, I just talk about the need for Americans to become more familiar with Chinese culture and China in general. And the idea, of course, is we're sharing. This is the major relationship between nations on planet Earth, and we need to pay a lot more attention to that than we do. And especially, we need to make sure it becomes more and more a default topic in our education. So I hope this is a step. I just want to mention one thing that always bothers me, and that is if you give people a label, they will try to make everybody fit into that label. When I grew up in the Southwest of the United States, where you have a lot of what we used to call Indians, now we say Native Americans, but I always remembered all the people that I knew in that period of time never called themselves Indians or Native Americans. They were either Navajo or Apache or Hopi, and that was really the way they referred to themselves. Just as actually, when we talk to each other on Earth, we don't identify ourselves as Earthlings. Uh, Asian culture is something that is a term that we need to use, but it is really as a bracket for everything we need to talk about, relatively useless. And I just think that there's a lot of activity going on in the world, and Chinese Americans are involved in that. And being able to tell that story I think, a lot to be done, a lot to be told. There's already a lot done, actually, but there's a lot of other things. I recall when we were doing a proposal a few years ago, we went through and did a kind of a survey of engineering departments in American universities. And I was really shocked to find out that, and just looking at surnames, just looking at people's surnames, uh, the what we might call Chinese surnames occupied it almost between 10 and 15%, with a lot toward the other side of the whole faculty in those programs. I just thought that was an amazing, given the fact that the Chinese portion of Chinese American population isn't that large at all of a part of American culture, American society. So I want to just thank the coalition. I want to thank the association for uh, bringing this up, and I'm looking forward to the discussion from people who actually are doing the work right now. Thank you very much.